Hello students, welcome to today's class. I am very glad to have you all here today. My name is Santanu, your math tutor. So I hope you are doing well. So today we are discussing about very interesting chapter in mathematics that is called complex number. So you are familiar with various types of numbers that is called real number, rational number, irrational number and integer, whole number. So today we are discussing about complex number. Okay. So I hope you are know about the quadratic equation. So what is the general form of this quadratic equation? That is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a not equal to 0 and a, b, c are the real number. Okay. So what is the discriminant of this equation? So discriminant d equal to b square minus 4ac. Okay. So depending upon discriminant, there are various types of roots. Either it may be positive, negative, real. Okay. When discriminant is less than 0, then the root is not the real number. Okay. Suppose we are taking an example x square plus 1 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, of course. So what is the discriminant of this equation? Discriminant is equal to b. B equal to 0 here. So minus 4 into a means 1 and c means 1. So minus 4, it is less than 0. Okay, it's less than 0. So for this equation, there are two roots because every quadratic equation have two roots, but the discriminant is negative. That's why the roots is not real. So we need to extend the our real number field. That is complex number. Okay, it is beyond the real number. Okay. So suppose z. If we denote z, so what is z? Z is a complex number in the form of a plus ib. Okay, a plus ib. I can. So if we find the solution of this equation, x square is equal to minus 1 and x equal to plus minus root under minus 1. Okay, understand? So next x equal to root under negative number. Okay, we just denote root under minus 1 equal to y. Root under minus 1 equal to I. What is I? I is called iota. Okay, I is called iota. So what is the solution? Plus minus I. One solution is plus I, another solution is minus I. Okay. So I is root under minus 1, and for this quadratic equation there are two roots. One is plus I, another is minus I. So this is the general form of complex number. A plus IB. Okay. And of course A and B are real numbers. Okay. Suppose b इक्वल टू 0, b इक्वल टू 0 हो सकते हैं ना? जब b इक्वल टू 0 हो गया तब क्या होगा? z इक्वल टू a आ गया. a तो रियल नंबर है तो z भी रियल नंबर. So every real number is a complex number. So every real number is a complex number. जितना भी रियल नंबर है सब कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर होगा. Or in this case, b equal to 0. Okay. But what is the reverse condition? All complex number are real number? No. Suppose a complex number 2 plus 3i. ये तो रियल नंबर नहीं है. So complex numbers are not real number. Okay. Complex numbers are not real number, but every real number is a complex number. I hope understand. So next we are discussing about another thing. That is algebra of a complex number. Algebra of a complex number. So algebra of a complex number. Algebra means addition, multiplication, subtraction, division. First, addition. First addition. Okay. Suppose Z1 equal to A1 plus IB1 is a complex number. Another Z2 is equal to A2 plus IB2 is also a complex number. Of course, A1, B1, A2, B2 are the real numbers. Okay. So, what is Z1 plus Z2? The addition of two complex number. We need to add the real part. That is A1 plus A2. And we need to add the imaginary part. I is taken common. So, B1 plus B2. It is also in the form of A plus IB1. So, addition of two complex number is also a complex number. Okay. Next, subtraction. So, what is Z1 minus Z2? We need to subtract from Z1 to Z2. What will get? A1 minus A2 plus I into B1 minus B2. It is also in the form of A plus IB. It is also in the form of A plus IB. So, Z1 minus Z2 is also a complex number. What about multiplication? Multiplication. So, Z1 into Z2. So, A1 into A2. Plus I square B1 into B2 plus I B1 A2 plus A1 B2. Okay. I square का वैल्यू क्या है? I is equal to root under minus 1. I equal to root under minus 1. What about I square? That is minus 1. So we just put the value of I square, that is minus 1. So it is also in the form of A plus IB. Okay. So multiplication of two complex number is also an complex number. And also division, that is Z1 by Z2. It is also a complex number. A1 plus IB1 by A2 plus IB2. Okay. It is just a multiplication of the inverse of Z2. Okay. I hope you will understand the algebra of a complex number. Okay. Next, we are discussing about two important things, that is modulus and inverse. Modulus, inverse, okay, of a complex number. So modulus of a complex number. Suppose Z equal to A plus IB. Z equal to A plus IB. So modulus of Z is denoted by mod Z, and defined by mod z equal to root under a square plus b square. Okay. So modulus क्या है? Modulus of z is denoted by mod z and defined by mod z equal to root under a square plus b square. Okay. Next, inverse. Inverse means z inverse. Okay. So that is 1 by z. 1 by z मतलब z a plus ib. Okay. So if we multiply in the numerator and denominator by a minus ib, okay, a minus ib से multiplication किया दोनों तरफ, what will get? That is a minus ib by a plus b into a minus b. What is the identity? Is a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So a square minus ib tar whole square. Here we will get I square. I square, what is the value of I square? The value of I square is minus 1. So minus minus plus. So z inverse, what we will get? A by a square plus b square minus I into b by a square plus b square. It is also in the form of a plus ib. Okay. So z inverse, that is inverse of a complex number, is also a complex number. Okay. So next, we establish a relation, that is z inverse equal to, what will get? A minus ib by a square plus b square. Okay. अभी ये आया ना, a minus ib by a square plus b square. So a minus ib, okay, it is denoted by z bar. Okay, conjugate. Z bar is called z bar equal to conjugate of z. And what is a square plus b square? A square plus b square is equal to mod z tar whole square. Okay. A square plus b square is equal to mod z tar whole square. So z inverse, we just put z inverse equal to 1 by z. If we cross multiply, okay, if we just cross multiply, what will get? Z into z bar equal to 1 into mod z tar whole square, that is mod z tar whole square. So this is a very important relation, that is z into z bar is equal to mod z tar whole square. Okay, understand? Next, we discuss about the integral power of iota. Iota means I का इंटीग्रल पावर क्या होता है? देखो I, पहले I इक्वल टू I होता है, I स्क्वायर का वैल्यू क्या होता है? -1 I क्यूब को क्या लिख सकते हैं? I स्क्वायर इंटू I, और I स्क्वायर का वैल्यू क्या होता है? -1. सो -1 इंटू I, that is minus I. Okay. I to the power 4 क्या होता है? I square into I square. I square का वैल्यू -1. So -1 into -1, that is +1. Okay. Next, I to the power 5, that is I to the power 4 into I. I to the power 4 का वैल्यू क्या आया? 1. So 1 into I, that is I to the power 6, I to the power 5 into I to the power 5 का वैल्यू क्या आया? I into I square. I square means -1. Next, I to the power 7, that is I to the power 6 into I to the power 6 का वैल्यू है -1. So -1 into I, that is -I. Next, I to the power 7 के बाद I to the power 8. I to the power 8 is equal to I to the power 7 into I. I to the power 7 का वैल्यू क्या है? माइनस I. So minus I into I, that is minus I square. I square का वैल्यू क्या है? माइनस 1. So माइनस माइनस प्लस 1 हो गया. देखो I का वैल्यू I था, इधर I to the power 5 का वैल्यू I है. फिर I स्क्वायर का वैल्यू माइनस 1, इधर भी I to the power 6 का वैल्यू माइनस 1. I to the power 3 का वैल्यू माइनस I to the power 7 का वैल्यू माइनस I to the power 4 का वैल्यू 1, I to the power 8 का वैल्यू 1. So I minus 1 minus I 1. 4 टाइम्स के बाद रिपीट हो रहा है, ये 4 टाइम्स के बाद रिपीट हो रहा है. So easily the cyclicity of iota is 4. साइक्लिसिटी मतलब 4 टाइम्स बाद फिर रिपीट हो रहा है. पहले आई आ रहा है, उसके बाद माइनस आई, उसके बाद माइनस 1, उसके बाद माइनस आई, फिर क्या आ रहा है 1. तो 4 टाइम्स बाद फिर रिपीट हो रहा है, 4 टाइम्स बाद फिर रिपीट हो रहा है, इसीलिए साइक्लिसिटी 4. ओके, सो लेट्स सॉल्व ए क्वेश्चन. फाइंड I to the power 2025. ओके, I to the power 2025 का वैल्यू क्या होगा? देखो इसको लिख सकते हैं I to the power 2024 into I to the power 1. ओके, so I to the power 2024, so I to the power 4 whole to the power 506 लिख सकते हैं ना. 506 इंटू 4 2024 होता है, इंटू I to the power 1. I to the power 4 का वैल्यू क्या होता है? I to the power 4 का वैल्यू होता है 1. So 1 to the power 506 into I to the power 1. So 1 to the power any power is 1. So that is I to the power 1, that is I. So I to the power 2025 का वैल्यू क्या है? I. Understand? So let's revise all the things that we learned today. First, the general form. जनरल फॉर्म क्या है कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का? Z is equal to A plus IB. AB belongs to real number. Okay. Next, algebra of complex number. Next, modulus of complex number, that is mod Z equal to root under A square plus B square. Next, inverse of complex number. इनवर्स क्या होता है? Z इनवर्स. ओके, नेक्स्ट एक रिलेशन पढ़ा ना हमने, Z बार इज इक्वल टू mod Z तार होल स्क्वायर. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिलेशन. सो हैव यू एनी डाउट? ओके, so I hope you all understood all the things that we learned today. So have a nice day. Thank you.